B4.
A video shows a shoulder injury that was sustained by a Russian serviceman who made it through the conflict unharmed. The injury occurred during the conflict. The serviceman emerged unscathed from the ordeal that he had to endure. According to the storyline of the movie, they were ultimately successful in rescuing their friends who were engaged in combat on the front lines of the struggle. It would suggest that extra soldiers are attempting to rescue the injured soldier that was stated earlier in the sentence. A sudden onslaught of artillery fire came from the direction of the Ukrainian army while other soldiers were in the process of attempting to save civilians at the time. They should consider themselves quite fortunate to have emerged unscathed from the catastrophe. One of the soldiers serving with the 291st Guards Motorized Rifle Regiment of the Russian Army has reportedly sustained injuries as of right now, as stated by the details that are presented in the quote from the Telegraph account that begins "shot above dash." A combatant who had successfully repulsed 2 earlier assaults that had been attempted against their position in order to break through it. According to what can be seen in the film, the arrival, most likely a bullet of 155mm caliber, took place at the exact same moment that the protagonist of the movie was delivering first aid to his co-worker. This can be deduced from the fact that the 2 events occurred simultaneously. Everyone who was captured on tape overcoming the challenge without suffering any negative effects can be considered successful. Shell shock was unavoidable for everybody who participated in the battle, regardless of whether or not they wore noise-canceling headphones. This occurred as a direct result of how close the exploding projectile was to the surrounding region. In light of the fact that he did not have any ears, the only conclusion that can be formed that is consistent with logic is that at the moment, it is not possible to locate any material that pertains to the current state of the Russian army and can be located. The Russian soldiers who were in the area at the time of the explosion felt the shockwaves that were generated within their bodies as a result of the explosion caused by the bullets that were fired there. These tremors were brought on by the explosion caused by the bullets that were fired in that direction.